Welcome to Table for One. I'm the narrator, and today I'm going to be playing Spirit Island. I'm going to be using a homemade spirit. It's the 4th out of 5 spirits in my Radical Adaptations pack, and that is Fateweaver. So I'm going to be playing a solo game with Fateweaver. This is a super weird spirit, so expect things to get a little weird. Let's get rolling. Alright, and I'm mostly set up here to play a solo game of Spirit Island with Fateweaver. If you haven't checked it out, Fateweaver is the 4th out of 5 spirits that I made as part of a kit that I'm calling Radical Adaptations. If you want to find out more about the spirit and how it works and its unique powers and abilities, check out, I just released at the same time of this video a Table for One house rules on Fateweaver. So the link is in the description, but check that out if you want a better idea of how this works. Otherwise, I'm going to play. I need to finish setting up here. I put 3 presents on my starting board, 2 in the highest numbered jungle, and 1 in the highest numbered sand. And let's flip this over, and I'll start adding the other presents. Just playing on one board this time, and I just rolled a die to pick it at random. I've got a friend who has Horizons of Spirit Island, and who has it because I gave it to him, but as a gift. But Horizons has other boards. It's got boards G and H, which are pretty crazy. I hope they release them separately as similar boards like this. I would love to have them. I think they're kind of cool. All right, and we need to do the initial explore as well. Sands. While I'm doing this, I should mention now that if you would like to print a copy of Fateweaver and its cards and play for yourself, you can find it along with the other spirits that I've made and other content I've made for other games like Terraforming Mars. It's all free on my website, tablefor1.games. Go to the section, free content. Print it out, play it, let me know what you think. Hope you enjoy it. So, let's get going. So I need to do my growth, and the spirit always destroys 1 presence. So I'm going to have to do that, and then I want to pick another growth option. And I think I'm going to go with growth option 3. I'm going to gain a power card and add a presence. I'm going to do that first, which is explicitly called out in the special rules. Variations breed longevity. I can choose to destroy my presence as my last growth action. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's gain a minor power. Start off with. And we have Drought, Gift of Power, Set them on an ever-twisting trail, and Terror turns to madness. Pretty cool stuff, but I don't know how you don't take Gift of Power if you get it in the first turn. Gotta grab it. So that can allow me to take other growth options besides the one where I gain a card, because I can gain a card using this. So now I can add a presence at range 1. I'm going to take it from the bottom track. Get my card plays up to 2. Let's see. Probably want to spread out a little. I don't really have much of a targeting issue at the moment. Maybe I'll go to land 6 with the 2 Dahan. And now I need to destroy 1 presence. I'm going to take it from this jungle, put it here. And now I can play 2 cards. And, oh, well, I gained 2 energy. I should not skip that. Now I can play 2 cards. I'm going to go with Deliberate Infusion of Chaos and Gift of Power. That gives me not enough elements for any of my innates. I have 2 moons. I could do something with either 2 suns, 2 earth, 2 animal. I don't have any of that. I've got 1 of each. Or I've got 1 animal, 1 earth, no sun. And then all of these require sun as well. So no innates this time. So I'll pay 1 energy for Deliberate Infusion of Chaos. And now we go to fast powers. There are none. Then I just recently realized I've been doing these backwards. I don't think it's really mattered, but I guess Blighted Island effects come before the event. I was doing the event first. I think it's okay. So no Blighted Island effects. Burn the first event. No fear. So now the invaders ravage nowhere. Build in the sand. Didn't really think about this. Now there's a city. Oopsie. And explore the mountains. Okay, now it's time for the slow phase. I'm going to do Gift of Power first, gain a minor power card, because it might affect what I do with my other one. So we have Pull Beneath the Hungry Earth, Song of Sanctity, Skies Herald the Season of Return, and Domesticated Animals Go Berserk. The elements look pretty good on Skies Herald the Season of Return. What does this say? I'm not familiar with this one. A spirit with presence on target board may add 1 of their destroyed presence, gather up to 2 Dahan, and push 1 Blight. That is really in line with what the spirit is doing, or how it operates. Let's take that. So it's going to let me gather Dahan. And push a Blight. Okay, that's going to be really helpful. I'm going to use that on the next turn. So that's going to help me handle land 8. So how can I use Deliberate Infusion of Chaos at range 2? Oh, okay. So I'm going to target land 5 right in the middle, add 1 beast, gather 1 explorer, town, or Dahan. I'm going to gather this town. Push 1 explorer, town, or Dahan. I'm going to push the Dahan. Probably better to group them. Oh no, I want to push 1 here. Okay, and that's it for this turn. So these get discarded. There's my discard pile. And time passes. There's nothing to reset. So now I'm back at growth. And I'm pretty confident. Oh, I was going to play these 2. I want another card play, so I got to put down another presence. Okay, I'm going to use growth option. I'm going to use growth option 2. I think I need to be in a few places at once. So I'm going to add 1 presence from here at range 2. What am I going to have? Boy, oh boy, I can do some stuff. Well, let's do this. Let's put 1 there, and then I can add a destroyed presence at range 4. Maybe I'll put it here, since I can't reach there yet. And now I have to destroy a presence, and we'll take this one back out. Now I get 2 energy. And I have 3 card plays, which is pretty good this early. I definitely want these 2. Oh, and this one, yeah. I want these 3. Let's turn these sideways. So my unique powers linger in this moment and be not afraid. And then this recently acquired Sky's Herald, the Season of Return. So what'll this get me? Well, let's pay for them. 1, 2, 3 is the cost. That's what I have. So it cleared me out. I have 3 sun and 2 moon. Oh, and 1 earth. That's too bad. Three sun, 2 moon, 1 earth. So I get the first 2 tiers of a procession of transformations, and then 2 sun and 2 moon, only 1 animal, 3 sun, an earth, and an animal. So I get tiers 1 and 4 of disparate responses to hardship. That'll be interesting. Okay. So let's go to the fast phase. Oh, so this is going to leave me a choice. So the first one in solo mode will allow me to discard a power card from my hand to reclaim a power card. And the second tier says discard a power card from your hand to gain energy equal to its cost. I won't be able to do, I could do both, but not effectively. I think I'm just going to do the second part. I'm going to discard Nothing Good Comes Easy to gain 1 energy equal to its cost, so 3 energy. And now Sky's Herald, the Season of Return. Spirit with presence on target board may add 1 of their destroyed presence. So this is range 1, any land. So I'm going to target land 8 and my destroyed presence there, and then gather up to 2 Dahan and push up to 1 blight. There's not a blight to push. And now I'm going to play in that same land, fast power range 2, linger in this moment. It says defend 2, and if Dahan are present, defend +2 per Dahan. So I'm defending 6 there. And then Dahan do not counterattack during Ravage in this land. All right, so that was the fast phase. Now there is no Blighted Island effect, so we get an event. We're at tier level 1, so this is Distant Exploration. During the Explore step, invaders explore at +1 distance. I don't think it would have mattered anyway. There's a building touching every land. There's no isolates, so okay. Then Grim Toll. I hate Grim Toll. On each board, choose a land with disease. In that land, do 2 damage to invaders and 2 damage to Dahan. At least there's no Dahan there. And, oh, I looked up how to pronounce this because I definitely pronounced it wrong last time. I think it's Fierce Mean. I think it's mean. And it is 1 fear per land with invaders where Dahan outnumber buildings. So that's going to be land 1 and land 4. 2 fear. Then it would be fear cards at this point. There are none, so now they ravage in the sands. So on land 1, do 1 damage. Dahan counterattack and take out the explorer. On land 8, they do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage, but I'm defending 6. So none, and then the Dahan do not counterattack there. In the mountains, we're going to build a town there, and a town there, and we're going to explore in the jungle. Okay. If I'm going to have a lot of cities if I don't do something about it. So now we're in the slow phase. I think I wanted to use this unique power, Be Not Afraid. It's slow at range 1, and target land has to have buildings, 2 damage, and if this destroys any invaders, it does not generate any fear. I think I'm going to do this. My intent was land 4, where there's already blight, 2 damage, there's no fear, but now that land is going to clear itself. And then I have my innate disparate responses to hardship. So range 2 and a land with blight, I guess my only option is land 4. And you know what? Realizing this, I'm going to change my mind on what I just did. I'm going to take out the town in land 6 instead. Okay. So I have 2 sun, and then 3 sun. Okay, so top and bottom. So 2 sun allows me to either add 1 Dahan or add 1 strife. So I think I'm going to add a strife. I might add a... Oh, you know what? I'm going to add a Dahan. I know what I'm going to do. It's always better to add a Dahan when you can, I think. And then the bottom tier says, add any 1 destroyed presence. And I don't have any, believe it or not. And then remove 1 blight. So I can either do the whole thing or choose not to. Do I want to remove the blight? Yeah, I think I do. Even though I can't add a destroyed presence. And if I was playing with somebody else who had destroyed presence, I could add theirs, which would be cool. Okay, so that's it for the slow phase. So now time passes. The city's going to heal. Dahan heals. I can take my tokens back. My cards get discarded. Oh, phooey. This is not going to do what I thought it was. I wasn't thinking. Well, okay. This will be maybe a little bit of a painful turn, but I am going to do growth 3 and gain a power card and add a presence. I'll go with a minor. Since I have a lot of card plays, it's probably better to have plenty of minors. That one's pretty good, even though the elements aren't right. Yeah, I'm going to go with Call to Guard. So it's a 0 cost minor. It does have sun and earth. That's actually pretty good. It's fast, range 1, target land any, gather up to 1 Dahan. Then if Dahan are present, either defend 1 per Dahan, or after invaders are added or moved to target land, 1 damage to each added or moved invader. So I'm going to need that. And Now I can add a presence at range 1. So I'm going to add this earth, or take it from the top track, get the earth element, put it here in these mountains, and now destroy one presence. I'm going to destroy that same one. And because of this special rule, Immolation inspires awe. After your presence is destroyed for any reason, defend +2 in that land. I kind of forgot about that one previously. Wouldn't have affected anything. Would have given me extra defense somewhere maybe, but so that's what I really wanted to do to defend that land, which is why I couldn't reclaim this time. So now I'm going to play this one card. I get 2 energy as well. I don't want to forget that. I'm going to play this one card for 0 cost. It's fast. I do have, let's see, I've got a sun and 2 earth now. No moon. So it will allow me to do tier 2 of that. All right, so range 1, fast. I'm going to target land 4. And I'm going to gather. It says gather up to 1 Dahan, and I will group these 3 together. And yeah, then if Dahan are present, either defend 1 per Han, and that's what I'm going to do, defend 1 per Dahan. So that land's defended 5 now. Is that what I want? Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, so that was the fast phase. Then Blighted Island effect, there is none. Event cards, Healthy Island, search for new lands. In each land with at least 2 explorers. There's no land like that. Push 1 explorer to an adjacent land without invaders, so don't have to do that. Distant Hunt, on each board, push 1 beast to an adjacent land with no blight. It deals 1 damage there. On each board, push 1 beast. Okay. And it deals 1 damage. I don't really have a way to clear anything with this, or to prevent a build anyway. So I'll push this one from 5 to 6. Take out the explorer, deals 1 damage. And at least that land is cleared now. And Canny Defense. During Ravage, in every land, defend 1 per Dahan in that land. Holy cow. So that land is defended now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should be enough. No earned fear cards. So Ravage in the mountains. They do 3 damage here. I'm defended 8. They get wiped. That earns us a fear token. Not too bad. Build in the jungle. This is less good. So now I got 3 cities right down the middle. Not really a way to deal with them. And explore in the sand. Okay. And then my slow power, my innate, requires a land with blight. And there is not one. So I removed the blight. I was on the fence. Maybe I should have left it. I don't know. So now time passes. Take all these tokens back. Here. There's nothing damaged to heal. Discard this card. And now I'm back at growth. And this time I'm going to destroy my presence first. So my options are, I can destroy one from land 8 and then maintain presence everywhere I have it, or I can destroy it from land 5 and defend 2 because it's going to ravage. They're doing 6 damage, so I would still need to find another way to defend some more on top of it. I don't know if that'll be possible, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Let's defend 2. And now I'm going to reclaim, so get my cards back, and gain 1 energy per your destroyed presence. So that's 2. And now I gain 2 energy. Let's take 3 and make change. So I've got a lot of energy, which is nice, and I can play 3 cards, which is also nice. Maybe now would be a good time for Nothing Good Comes Easy. Is there anything I can do? Call to Guard would, if I gathered a Dahan into land 5, would just bring the defense from 2 to 3. And it's still Blight, and I would lose a Dahan. If I played it with Linger in this moment, I wouldn't be able to gather any, but it would give me another 4 defend. That would be enough, but then there'd be no counterattack. I guess that's okay. Oh, I could play it with Sky's Herald, Season of Ruin, which would let me gather Dahan and defend even more. Gift of Power would be good. I think these 3 make sense, though. Elements are really good. They're all fast, so this is going to cost me 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 energy. And I'm going to have, let's see, 3 suns, 2 moon, 1, 2, 3 earth. 2 animal. I unlocked just about everything. I need 1 more moon to unlock everything, but I unlock a lot. Okay, well, let's do it. So we'll start with Nothing Good Comes Easy. Normally, you would target, these are all fast. Normally, you would target another spirit, but I'm solo, so I got to target myself. Target spirit destroys 1 presence and removes 1 blight from that land. There's no blight, so I'm going to destroy... I'm going to destroy the presence from land 6. For each of the remaining sacred sites, and I have 1, I can either gain 3 energy or gain a power card. And then this is exactly why I worded it this way. It puts me in this dilemma. You may choose to immediately reclaim this card. I'm not going to reclaim the card. But I think I'm going to gain a power card instead of energy, and I think I'm going to gain a major since I was pretty flush with energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boy, those are my elements. Manifest Incarnation. Sun, Moon, Earth, and Animal. And the threshold is for 3 sun and 3 moon, which I can probably manage. These are my elements too, though. Vigor of the Breaking Dawn, and it's cheaper. Oh, man. Vigor of the Breaking Dawn and Rapid Wings of Sunlight in the same draw. It's not an especially Dahan-centered spirit, but it's not a Dahan spirit. Let me read Manifest Incarnation to remind myself what this does. So it's slow and range 0, but target land has a city. I've got plenty of cities. That seems to be my issue. And getting presence into those lands is not terribly difficult. So it does 6 fear, 1 fear for each town or city, and for each of your presence of that land. Remove 1 city, 1 town, and 1 explorer. Then invaders and target land ravage. And if you could threshold at 3 more fear, and invaders do 6 less damage on their ravage. I think I'm going to take this, and it's going to be crazy. Okay. I do need to forget something. And I think my card situation's kind of under control at this point. So I'm going to forget Gift of Power. Put my forgotten cards over here. I always like to keep them separate. Okay. So that was this one. That was neat. That was a good play. Now this one, Skies Herald, the Season of Return. Range 1, I'm going to target land 5. A spirit with presence on target board may add one of their destroyed presence. Yes, please. Gather up to 2 Dahan. Are those the 2 I want? Yeah, let's take 2 from there. Gather up to 2 Dahan and push 1 Blight. There's no Blight. And now Call to Guard. Gather up to 1 Dahan. Okay, keep them together. Then, if Dahan are present, either defend 1 per Han, 1 per Dahan, and yes, that's it. I don't care about the bottom. So I'm already defending 2 in that land, and now it's another 3, so I'm defending 5. So that's going to work. Thank goodness I was able to pull that off. Cool. And then also fast, I have a procession of transformations. And again, I've got to remind myself I've got 3 sun, 2 moon, 3 earth. So I get the first 3 tiers. So tier 1, I can discard a power card from my hand to reclaim 1 power card. Unfortunately, I have nothing to reclaim. And second, I may discard 1 power card from my hand to gain energy equal to its cost. So I've got my major that I just picked up, and I don't want to discard that, even though it's pretty pricey. And the others are worth 1 each. You know, maybe I will discard Manifest Incarnation and then just reclaim again next turn. But then I can't put down a presence. I think that'll be okay. All right, I'm going to discard. What did I just say? Yeah, discard to reclaim. I've got nothing to reclaim. Then the second tier, discard 1 to gain energy equal to its cost. I'll discard that to gain 6. That'll help me play it later. And now I can make 1 fast power slow or 1 slow power fast before using either card's ability. So I don't have anything slow to even do that with, so that's too bad, but okay. So that's all my fast stuff now. So we have Blighted Island effects and now an event. So we're on stage 2. So this is increasing aggression. Invaders do +1 damage per land when ravaging. Yeah, that's going to be an issue. Darn it. Okay. And what is this? Weasel Lung Outbreak. On each board, add 1 disease to the jungle or wetland with the most buildings. Minimum 1 building. So that's got to be land 5. Crowded in there. And 10 to the land. On each board, remove 1 blight from a land with at least 2 Dahan. There's no blight right now. Well, that's going to mess me up. So invaders do +1 damage per land. So on land 2, they do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was going to blight anyway. Now on land 5, they do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. +1 is 7. And I'm defending 2 +3. So I'm defending 5. Oh, man, I thought I had it solved. So that's 2 damage. It takes out a Dahan. It blights. So I lose that presence now. That stinks. Dahan counterattack, so 4 damage. So I'm going to take out the city. And I guess the explorer. It's at least 2 fear. So that earns me my first fear card of the game. A little late, but glad to have it. That was Ravage. Eek. Build in the sand. A couple of towns. I just drop that. There we go. And where are we exploring? Mountains. Okay. Now, slow powers. So what did I say again? I've got at least 2 sun. I've got at least 2 earth. I've got at least 2 animal. And I've got all 4 tiers of this. Okay. So range 2, a land with blight. So I can pick either land 2 or land 5. And then in that land, I can either add a Dahan or a Strife. Then I can add a Wilds or a Badlands. I can add a Beast or a Disease. And then I can add a Destroyed Presence and remove a Blight. Let's target land 2. It's on the coast. It's going to be more important than the inland lands, I think. So first, add a Dahan or a Strife. And I think I'm going to add a Strife in this case. No. I don't know what to do. It's got to be better to add a Dahan, like, just about every time, right? Now I can add either a Wilds or a Badlands, and I think I'm going to do the Wilds. Now either a Beast or a Disease. You know what, back up. Back up again. I'm going to do it completely differently. I'm going to add a Strife under that city. I'm going to add a Badlands. And then I'm going to add a Beast. Sometimes you'll get an event where a Beast can do 2 damage. Now the Badlands can make it a 3 and take out the city. And now I can add any Destroyed Presence and remove a Blight. Okay, that was super cool. I felt good about that. I don't have anything else slow. So now it's time passes. So I'm going to take back my tokens. Or I guess I should call them markers. The other things are tokens. Discard my cards. There's nothing on the island to heal. What was the range on that major? 0. Okay. Oh, and it's slow, isn't it? Maybe I can make it fast. Okay. I'm going to do growth option 1 again, but I'm going to start by destroying presence, and I'm going to take it out of I'm going to take it out of land 3, and I'm going to reclaim power cards and gain 1 energy per destroyed presence, so 3 energy. I am doing okay on energy. Now I can play 3 cards. Oh, I gain 2. Don't skip that. Gain 2 energy. Play 3 cards, and I have to play Manifest Incarnation for 6. And I have to play a fast power card, and I need to get to 1 sun, 1 moon, 2 earth. And I've got 1 of each here and an earth. I'm already there. Perfect. So I just need to play a fast power card. I think this one would make sense. And I do need to unlock this too. I need 3 sun, 3 moon. So I need to play something else with sun and moon too. And that's going to be this other big hitter. Nothing good comes easy. Okay. So this one's going to cost 1. This one's going to be 3. These elements line up really awesome. So I've got 1, 2, 3 sun, 3 moon, which is enough to threshold this. I also have 1, 2, 3 earth, and 3 animal. I've got 3 of all my important elements, which unlocks everything down here. And I'm going to start with the innate. So first I can discard a power card from hand to reclaim 1 power card. It's not an option. Then I can discard a power card from hand to gain its energy equal to its cost. And I don't have a reason to do that. I'm not going to. Now this was the important one. Make 1 fast power card slow in order to make 1 slow power card fast before using either card's ability. So I'm going to use that on these 2. I'm going to make Manifest Incarnation fast by making Nothing Good Comes Easy slow. That's going to be great. And then I can add any 1 destroyed presence at range 3. And again, if you didn't watch the Table for 1 House Rules video, it's worded that way because you can add other spirits' destroyed presence as well. I think I want to be back in land 5. Alright, so now this will be slow, but these 2 will be fast. So I'm going to use Manifest Incarnation, range 0. I'll land with a city, so that's going to be land 8. First, 6 fear. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Now, +1 fear for each town or city and for each of your presence in target land. So 2 presence, 3 buildings, so that's 5 more fear. Doesn't even have a max on it. That's wild. 5 more. 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be an awesome turn. Remove 1 city, 1 town, and 1 explorer. No fear for those. They're just removed. Then invaders in target land ravage. Because I've unlocked the bottom. Also 3 more fear. And invaders do -6 damage on their ravage. So there's a town and explorer, that's 3 damage, -6, so they don't do any damage. And there are 2 Dahan there who counterattack and clear the land. And that's 1 more fear, which gets me another card. I've got to admit, when I made these spirits, I didn't specifically go through all of the power cards to try and see if any of them lined up, but I am now realizing Manifest Incarnation is the perfect power card for Fateweaver. That's pretty cool. So that was this one. And now I also have Sky's Herald, the Season of Return. A spirit with presence on target board may add 1 of their destroyed presence. Range 1 is the targeting on this. And then gather up to 2 Dahan and push 1 blight. Okay, I'm going to target land 1. I'm going to add a destroyed presence. And then gather up to 2 Dahan. I will do that. And push 1 blight. There's no blight to push there. Let me just realize I was mixing my majors and minors. Okay. And now this power card has been made slow. Alright. So Blighted Island effects are next, and there are none. So now I get an event. Still a healthy island, so its population rises. On each board, add 1 town to a land with towns or explorers. Well, I think I better do that in land 2. And then on each, what is this? Sand fever outbreak. On each board, add 1 disease to the sands or mountains with the most towns or cities, minimum 1. So that's got to be land 1. And offerings of pattern and dance. Each spirit with at least 2 Dahan among its lands gains 1 energy. And that's me. 1 energy. Okay, fear cards. My goodness. We're on terror level 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. This is going to be something. First is Wary of the Interior. Each player removes 1 town or explorer from an inland land. I mean, I want to prevent builds, but I wonder if in these 5 fear cards I can get closer to a victory if I just take it out of land 5. I'm going to take this explorer out of land 4. I think that's what we're going to do. I don't think I'll win before they build. Now, emigration accelerates. Each player removes a town or explorer from a coastal land. Let's remove this town that I just added to land 2. Each player may choose a land with Dahan or adjacent to at least 3. Invaders do not ravage there this turn. I kind of wanted them to ravage. So it'll clear it. And I don't really care about losing the presence, though I will lose a Dahan. I think I'm going to let that ravage continue. So I guess, yeah, we're good. Now, overseas trade seems safer. Defend 6 in all coastal lands. Well, okay, that's fine. Invaders do not build cities in coastal lands this turn. Okay. Defend 6. And invaders do not build in lands where Dahan outnumber buildings. Okay, that won't affect me. So the only thing I've got to remember is we're defending an extra 6 in the coast. So now we ravage in the sand. And we're defending 6, I guess. So the Dahan counterattack and clear it. That gets me 1 fear. And I did not lose my presence or add a blight. The other sand is already empty. Now, build in the mountains. There's nothing to prevent that. Explore in the jungle. It's probably okay. Keeps it more consolidated. Now I have 2 slow powers. Let's start with the innate. And I unlock the whole thing. So range 2, a land with blight. So that's going to be land 5. First I can add a Dahan or a strife. Then I can add a wilds or a badlands. And then I can add a beast or a disease. Let's add, I think, a Dahan. The wilds doesn't really matter, they just explored it. So let's do a badlands. And the disease is going to go away. I think the beast will be more helpful after that. And now I can add a destroyed presence and remove a blight. So I think I will do that. And now I have nothing good comes easy because I made it slow. Target spirit destroys 1 presence and removes a blight from that land. I don't have any blight to remove, but I'll destroy a presence from land 1. For each of the remaining sacred sites, and I have 2 now, I can either gain 3 energy or gain 1 power card. And then you may choose to immediately reclaim this card, which I will. Power cards or energy. I seem to have a lot of energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's gain power cards, I think. Let's see if I can clear some of this out. I'm going to take a major. Vanish softly away, forgotten by all. Pent up calamity. Melt earth into quicksand, or spill bitterness into the earth. Element-wise, none of these have sun, but I've got either earth, moon and animal, or moon. And pent-up calamity is pretty good. I won't have the fire elements, I don't think, to unlock the sort of threshold the bottom, but I think I can make good use of the top. I'm going to take Pent-Up Calamity. And I'll discard. What am I going to discard? I guess be not afraid. No, but that could be super useful. Maybe linger in this moment. All right, and I was thinking of gaining another major just for options. But that first one was so good. The second one will be a minor. Maybe I should have done it in another order. Again, no sun. Moons abound. There's fire. But I still won't be able to threshold Pent-Up Calamity. Push things. I guess this defend is probably better. Yeah, I'm not crazy excited for any of these, but that's okay. Take that Dark and Tangled Woods. Okay, now these get discarded. Time passes. Take my reminder markers back. We're back at growth. And I can put presents on the board. Where do I want to be? Do any of these... Pent-Up Calamity has a range of 2. This one's got a range of 1. I think I want to spread... Well, no, not necessarily. I'm going to add a presence at range 2. And I can add a destroyed presence at range 4. By doing growth option 2. And now I have to destroy 1 presence, and I'll take it from land 8. Now I get 3 energy, and I've got 3 card plays. Definitely Pent-Up Calamity. I think, Oh, okay. play these two, but I need to undo. When I destroyed this presence, instead I'm going to destroy in land 6 to use my special rule to defend 2 there. Be Not Afraid costs 1, so let's pay for these. Okay. So let's start with, what else do I have? I have 2 sun, 2 moon, plenty of earth. So I unlock a few of these. I don't think any of them are going to be relevant, but I can add a destroyed presence. No, I can't. I don't have enough moon for that. Oh, I can make... Oh, no, I'm not going to use any of them. That's okay. I'm going to start with Call to Guard then. So fast, range 1. So I'm going to target land 6. Gather up to 1 Dahan. Then if Dahan are present, defend 1 per Dahan. So I was already defending 2 there for my special rule. Now I'm defending 3. Now Pent Up Calamity, range 2. Yep, I'm going to remove, it says remove any number of beasts, disease, strife, or wilds. So I'm going to remove 1 beast and 1 strife. I'm going to leave the Badlands. For each token removed, 1 fear and 3 damage. So it's 2 tokens, so that's 2 fear. And 6 damage plus 1 is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is enough to clear it. Destroyed a city, that's 2 fear. Oh. And that's it, because there's no more cities on the board, so that's a fear victory. I wasn't thinking about that. My plan was during Ravage, that land would be defended 3, and the Dahan would counterattack and take out the town. And then there's a disease here, so they won't build. And in the slow phase, I can do 2 damage and just not gain any fear for it. So that was my plan to win, but it came a little early because of the fear victory. So that was a little bit quicker game, but that was definitely fun. This is a wacky spirit, and I like it. You definitely have to rely on drawing some other cards or your teammates. Your innate stuff doesn't inherently stop the invaders, but it does give you a lot of neat tools. And the blight prevention or blight removal was a lot more powerful than I was anticipating, at least in this particular game. It was really nice to, in some cases, let the island blight, lose the presence, and then be able to put presence back on the board so that I could target with it, or target lands with the blight. Anyway, it's I think a very different spirit. Destroying 1 presence during your growth is definitely unique. It can be really difficult if the island does get blighted, but at least you've got tools to prevent that. So I had a good time. Let me know what you think, though. Is this a spirit you would want to play? If the answer is yes, don't forget you can download it for free, tablefor1.games, and go to free content, and it'll be there. Otherwise, if you made it this far, feel free to subscribe and leave a like. I would really appreciate that. And then I would love to hear from you in the comments as well. I want to get all your opinions on this spirit. Likes, dislikes, what would you do different? Again, would you play it? Have you played it? How'd it go? Let me know. Otherwise, obviously, I'll have another video next Friday, but I'll be back in 2 weeks with the final spirit in the 5-pack Radical Adaptations, which is called Reverence for the Gathering. So you can look forward to that in a couple weeks. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and have a good one. Take care.